I would request Sumit and Mr. Mohan to kindly take your seat, please. We are starting the next session.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
So it's a pre-lunch session. I know it's a difficult session than the post-lunch session. We'll try to fill up with our experience and expertise in your mind. So this session, industrial packaging, ensuring efficient and effective supply chain. I am the moderator. I am Udaya Raja from Bommalori, Director Manufacturing. This is a very critical conversation, especially in today's world where the global logistics are being redefined and packaging is no longer just a box, it's a strategic component of supply chain. Industrial packaging is now influences cost, product integrity, sustainability and logistics. A well-designed packaging system reduces shipping cost, minimize damage and even cut down carbon emissions. Efficient supply chains, on the other hand, are the backbone of business continuity. Integrating packaging with the supply chain thinking can give organizations strong competitive edge. And we are manufacturing steel drums. After having interview of Mr. Jagdish Mohan, I am also thinking whether I can make aluminum drums rather than the steel drums. So that's a thought. So it's a kind of the sharing the thoughts, sharing the experience that is giving good advantages. So along with me, I have Mr. Sanjay Tatta, MD, Bommalari Vanlier, and Mr. Piyush Mangal. So both the people have with the great experiences. I first request Mr. Sanjay Tatta to introduce himself, then I will start the questions. Yeah, please, Sanjay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, all the. I am Sanjay Dattam. I am the managing director from Bommalari Vanlier. I have been associated with this company for the last 10 years. In different, I was in a finance roles, but upgraded into a managing director role in the operation side. So we are into the rigid plastic packaging, which are actually we are supplying to the brand owners, and we would like to take this opportunity to thank Bengal Chamber of Commerce inviting me for as a speaker position. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Piyush, please introduce yourself.
Hi, good afternoon. So I am by qualification an engineer. I am a salesman and got into a role of senior management. I am responsible for India business of Signode, both commercial and operation side. Yeah, that's about brief about me. Thank you.
Yeah. So let's start with Mr. Sanjay. How do you define strategic importance of industrial packaging in today's supply chain ecosystem?
Yeah, actually, what is a supply chain? Basically, in a very common parlance, is transportation of goods to the final destination in a safely, timely and cost-effective manner. So three words are very important. The one, it has to reach the destination with safely. It has to be in a timely manner, and it has to be a cost-effective manner. Basically, packaging has evolved over a system of time. It has developed. It has plays a significant role now in the supply chain. Packaging involves with your lightweight, eco-friendly packaging actually takes the center stage, and then it reduces the transportation cost. At the same time, it takes the cost of inventory, carrying cost. That also it actually reduces that by the size. Suppose it's a large and bulky products, it will occupy more space, more inventory, and it's very difficult to handle also. Secondly, packaging, another very innovative way of thinking is that it enriches the customer's experience and brand visibility. I can relate to one of our products called Valrex, where we can give a 6-color pass where the customer can display his taglines, and also at the same time it's much more it is a rigid one, and so this is exactly what we should look into that. And some other industries like pharma and other places where we have to, where we find that the uses of AI, artificial intelligence, are used in packaging, where we can easily the detection, we can find out, detect the leakages and other things, where it so that way packaging plays a significant role in that.
Yeah, thank you. Now, another questions to Mr. Piyush Mangal. So, how does Synode align packaging solution with its customers' operational and logistical goals?
आई थिंक सबसे पहले तो जो पैकेजिंग होता है ना, दैट इज़ अ नेसेसरी एविल. नोबडी वांट पैकेजिंग. अभी सोचिए दत्ता साहब अगर ड्रम नहीं बनाएंगे, ऑयल कैसे शिप करेंगे, राइट? थिंक अबाउट ऑयल एंड अ ड्रम, एंड सडनली ड्रम वैनिशेस, ऑयल का क्या होगा? सो दैट्स हाउ आई से कि पैकेजिंग जो है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. नाउ विद रिस्पेक्ट टू सिग्नोड बीइंग मोर देन 100-year-old global organization, with an experience, we say that the packaging is actually a science. It is not an art. I asked for one slide. Can that be on the screen? That will help me to explain what I want to talk about the packaging. So when I say the packaging is a science, this is a very small part in the entire supply chain, and I want to explain why it is a science. Now imagine, and why it is not an art. आपके पास एक प्रोडक्ट है, आप सोचते हैं उसको, उसका शेप यह है, इस तरह से पैक कर लेते हैं और भेज देते हैं. आपने ब्यूटीफुली बड़े बॉक्स में या कंटेनर कैन में या वॉट एवर वे आपने प्रोडक्ट डाल दिया, आपने प्रोडक्ट पैक कर दिया. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस, थिंक अबाउट the three diagrams. If you look at the trailers, it actually talks about the stresses, and different direction has got different stresses, and that depends on the product which is being packed, right? If you look at on the right side, it's actually all the containers on the ship, and look at the angle. अब आपने इस कंटेनर के अंदर प्रोडक्ट डाल दिया है, and this container goes like this. Now what is happening to the product? And that's the reason I say it is a science. Now this is something which we need to really look at. What is the product? How it is shipped? And then we design the packaging. Now these are three examples where you can say the different products inside the container, how it has to be, the pack has to be designed. Every design is different. Like that, every product, every pack, every pallet, different size, different weight. Not only that, which month the ship is going from which direction to which direction, depending on how the sea is going to be, that decides what the packing is. This is just a small example of why packaging is a science. Thank you so much for the slide. So that's how we look at when we go to our customers. So we look at the product, we invest time on that, right? What is the requirement for that product in terms of the warehousing, in terms of the entire logistic chain, till it reaches to their customers in as manufactured condition. I think that is what is a requirement for each one of us who's manufacturing anything. दैट जैसे मैंने बनाया है, आई एम द एक्सपर्ट फॉर माई प्रोडक्ट, वो मेरे कस्टमर के पास वैसा का वैसा पहुंच जाना चाहिए, एज इज. आई एम मेकिंग अ क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट, इट शुड रीच, बट इन बिटवीन nobody is there to see, nobody is there to look at, and that is what the packaging, how you pack, decides that it reaches in as manufactured condition.
True. So can we say packaging is not only an art but also the science?
We say it is actually a science, not an art. Art in packaging decides the aesthetics. Like we say, when we talk about a primary packaging, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, right? There it is an art. But the moment you talk about now you have to transfer this product, that is where the secondary packaging comes, tertiary packaging comes, and there it is all science.
True. So I have another question. So what kind of technological advancements has Synode invested in recently?
Okay, so first of all it is actually Signode.
Signode.
Yeah. So when we talk about, for us, the technology advancement is a continuous process. We have globally around 1400 plus active patents. And why it's a continuous journey? Because the change is constant. And the way today we look at the market, the way the speed of change is enormous. And that is influencing the change in the need. So a lot of work. Today the land is costly, right?
Yeah.
So people want to use vertical space more than the horizontal space. So a lot of advancement, lot of activity has happened in terms of the warehousing solutions, in terms of ASRS system, what we say that automatic retrieval systems, and across the industry it is being used. And earlier it used to be outside, but now in India from last, I would say 5 to 10 years, I think customers, the industry is investing on that, because land is has become a scarcity. How you palletize, exports are increasing, so palletization is going up, so robotic palletizers, depalletizers. So this is in terms of automation and equipment. Now sustainability, like Jagdish was talking about in the previous session about sustainability in terms of aluminum, right? So everyone want. So we have PET strap or PP strap. So now plastic, right? So we have actually come up with the paper strap. People say that you know, the BOPP tape is a plastic. Do you have any other solution? So we have come up with water-based adhesive solutions to take care of the products in the pallet. So there is a lot of stuff which is happening, and I would say a lot more to be done, and it's a continuous journey for us. Yeah.
True. So Mr. Sanjay, what are the biggest challenges facing in industrial packaging industry in India today?
Yeah. I think I will take a cue from Mr. Jagdish on the sustainability front. In fact, he was referring to that around 70%, 65 to 70% of the aluminum comes back. I think in our case, which is we are into rigid plastic, this is a challenge. I think what it doesn't come back because it has an alternative use. People, we have suppose a pail, plastic pail. You can see people using for washing of their car and household equipments. It has multiple other uses, like a 200-liter plastic drum. I have seen it is used as a road barrier. So it doesn't come so easily to us. So that is one challenge, which although the regulation is very active in that, but getting the back the reused or waste products, whatever you quote it, is a real challenge. What we think, I think that we need to be aware of it, and I am pretty sure that over a period of time this challenge will go off. But as on date, this is a serious challenge, what I could say.
So now, Piyush, how has the packaging industry responded to global supply chain disturbances like raw material shortages and logistical bottlenecks?
I would say when I look at the secondary packaging, we are, I would say, lucky. Our raw material is not we are not too much dependent on the imports part. So that's one part of it. Some equipments which are related to some packaging equipments, yes, they are still the imported ones. However, there is always a saying that there are opportunities when there are problems. Okay. And we all have seen this disruption which is happening, whether it is availability of the containers were not there, right? And so what we do, so you need to really look at, people have actually looked at, why country A, why not B and C country, right? And India also got an advantage, why China, why not China +1? Okay, there is a debate, Vietnam has got more or India has got more and all, but there are opportunities. I think everyone has looked at, every industry has done that, and so is the packaging. Now, at Signode, when we look at, okay, one is we being a global organization, all our products are manufactured in 70 plus countries. So that's one aspect. Now coming back to the India, so maybe 15 years back we decided that even India as a geography, east, west, north, south is a large, and the packaging is at times a freight sensitive product. So why have one product manufactured in one plant? So we have our products being manufactured at more than one location. So we have 8 manufacturing locations in India. So when we were quite young, not so experienced, we used to say why it is a need, and we really saw the advantage during COVID time. Our customers are the process industries like like Hindalco's and Tatas and Reliances and all, and they were all running. And during COVID, we were not a process plant, but we were supplying our products to the process plant. So we had to go to the government and take the permission to run the plant. And it happened that one plant got a permission, another plant did not, and we could take care of the requirement of our customers during COVID time because we had multiple plants. So I think it's a need is a mother of invention. So even packaging as an industry also got used to it.
Yeah, right. Already when you spoke about it, you told about the cost. So whenever the particular product they are talking about the cost, then immediately the customer used to think about how to reduce the packing cost.
Yes.
So this is what the thinking in every customer's mind.
Absolutely.
So how can we tackle this thing with the customers? So what do you feel? And the same question to you also. So first,
yeah.
I think
so we really work on that aspect. So there is a difference between a price and a cost. Nobody want to pay more price, right? And we talked about sustainability, right? And lot of things come even, when we talk about, we delve more upon that. There is a cost to it. In previous sessions as well, we looked at that aspect. So when we go to our customers, like I said, packing is a necessary evil, and we should minimize the packaging because that's not what I am using. Even I as a consumer, पार्ले जी का पैकेट फाड़ते हैं, वो डस्टबिन में जाता है, बिस्किट खाते हैं, right? Why I need that, right? So that's the reason I say it is a necessary evil. We should reduce it, but it is required. So when we go to the customer, we talked about total cost of ownership. Okay, what you are doing today, your price is A, our products for Signode, all products, the prices per unit are high. But when you consume, when we actually do what is a consumption, we look at, instead of A, can you use product B, right? What is the need? How much is the wastage en route? Is the material, and every industry has that calculation. Only thing is you have to reach to the right person to have the right data. A senior management will know if it's a large industry, my wastage is 2% and 3%. And then if you look at the packing, the right pack design with the right cost of ownership, customers do go for it. But on the other side, whenever there is a cost pressure, packaging comes number one, that you have to reduce the cost. I think we are used to it, so we have to tighten our belts again and again and again, and that gives, that has given us a lot of innovation. And in India, I see in India this is more, the price aspect is more than the developed world, so we are becoming more innovative in this ignored world in India, so that's an advantage, I would say.
True. Yeah. Please.
Yeah, I fully agree with my fellow speaker. Actually, Indians somehow are more cost conscious than other parts of the world maybe. But when we approach the clients, yes, we face this challenge. When there is a cost cutting, the first and foremost that packaging gets the hit in the first. But sometimes we try to convince the customers to differentiate between the product. What is the product? If they are very conscious about the brand and they want to display the product tagline more deliberately, more visibility has to be there, and the product itself, like if it is an ordinary product, it may not affect much of them, but if it is an export products, while we do spice oils, essential oils, each per kg cost will be few lakhs. So there I have seen that customers used to take the high value packaging, and they don't do much of on this, they don't deliberate much on the costing part of it, because one of the reason maybe when they export they get a better value addition at the export price. But these are the ways where we try to balance. There are a few customers who want to take that, yes, I want to sell it, but yes, anything, blow molding will be, I am happy to use a blow molding plastic drum. But for any other clients, sometimes they are very conscious about the brand and the value of the chemical value of the product itself is so it's so high, so they don't mind paying an extra bit and then take a better product or very valued product from us.
Yeah, it's true, because in Bamalari also, in the drum thickness earlier it was 1 mm. Then because of the cost, then it has reduced to 0.8. Now people are asking 0.6. But if you are keep on reducing the thickness of the drum, then what will happen to the stability? Because people want to do the 2 stacking, 3 stacking, then what will happen? So that's a critical thing. And
can I also add one more thing, something similar to what you said, and that has been our experience when we deal with our customers. We see 3 kind of packaging that is happening. One is adequate, one which is too much of packing. Now why too much of packing? Maybe they face some problem with respect to their material reaching to their customers in damaged condition, and instead of science they use it as an art and they overpack, and then the cost goes up, right? The second, there is absolutely no problem, material is reaching safe, there is a cost pressure, now reduce the packing, and then they will have it's a cycle. So when we go to the customers, we actually see what is a product, what kind of a pack is required, and many places we find that there is an overpacking which is happening, and through our solutions we are able to actually reduce their cost, and hence we say cost of the ownership. So I think that's, like you said, maybe it was we were overdoing earlier, right? And now we have to reach to the optimum. What is that optimum? We don't know. What was optimum 5 years back is not same, because technology is changing. The strength of the material is changing. Maybe earlier I was using 10 mm, but the same strength today I am getting in 7 mm. So I think that's happening across all the material. Material science is a wonderful subject again. So I think that is actually helping us go forward.
Sanjay, I have one more questions for you. That you talked about the challenges of getting back the recycled material in plastics. But for every problem there is a solution, correct? So I heard that you people are started using multi-layer plastics.
Yeah.
So can you brief about that? So how are you doing that?
There's multi-layer products we have been started doing, and we have been doing our plant in Chennai. It is basically it will have 3 layer. It will have 3 layer things. One top, the middle layer will be, we can use a recycled one. So in that way you can actually, this is a requirement from the regulatory that you have to use EPR 30% for the producer piece and 70% for the brand owner or something. These are the things which are, so it fulfills that dimension. So this is one area where we are looking into that. It gives you a much more efficient product line than your monolayer drum. So that is why we are able to, we are just starting it. We are not yet done. We are just starting it, and maybe another few months we will be able to sell it. So I think that will be a value addition to the monolayer drum.
So one last question, Mr. Piyush, that what are the sustainability measures taken up in your company? Yeah.
I think sustainability is again a very, very important and a funny topic. We talk about sustainability, we relate cost, prices, etc., challenges. But to me, sustainability is a business, and it's a very good business. I'll give you an example. What we did, and when we did in the market, there was no talk of EPRs and sustainability at that time, some 15 years back. So our customer, they were shipping their steel coils and in the rail and using the wooden batten. So wood ke upar coil rakhe, right? So we said, okay, let's so we invested a few crores and converted wood to the PU, and we established the entire system of getting it back and reusing it. And that time, whether it will work, whether it will not work, right? If it doesn't work, what will happen to those that investment? So we said, okay, so there were all maths was done, and why will it not be used, etc. There was a part of risk, but it's running even today. Customer is benefiting, I'm making money, right? Environment is safe. We are not using, otherwise every coil consumes so many CFTs of wood. Environment is safe. So actually speaking, it is a business, and I would say Europeans are very good business people.
True.
And so that's how, and there are examples, and it's not easy to convince, right? But we are ready to invest. We are going to our customers, large customers, at least where we are giving our packaging, a lot of packing material. We are telling, can you actually talk to your customers, and we want to take those material back. And will be proud to take an example of Vedanta. When we told them, they made a beautiful brochure and sent to their customers that we and Signode are partnering and to get the packaging material back. Now it's a benefit to them, it's benefit to us, good for the environment. I think the sustainability is actually a business, and we need to understand that. Yes, initially there are costs involved. Somebody should be ready. So we are going to all our customers and saying that if you are ready, we are ready to invest. Successful, it's a win-win both. If not successful, it's my cost. So that's part in the market. With respect to the operations, so we are, in both sides, I would say we are looking at all 4 R's. Can I reduce? Can I replace? Can I reuse? Can I recycle? So in our manufacturing as well. So gentleman earlier talked about PET bottles. So there is a PET strap. So we are getting those flakes back from the market and reuse. Benefit to the customer, benefit to us, so and the environment. So there are various initiatives which are taken in Signode, and we are willing to take more, willing to partner with the industry for going, establishing the recycling supply chain.
Yeah. Thank you. I have done with the questions. Is there any questions from the audience before we close? Yeah, please. Mike.
Hi, Manoj Kochar.
Sir.
Mr. Mangal, my question is for you. During our conversation earlier on this podium, you mentioned about paper strap, right? So I was just curious to know more about it. Is this something that has been commercialized, or is it still in the development stage? Is it being made in India? Are you making it?
Okay, so in Signode we are making it in Europe. The product has come up, and so it is not only the product. See, earlier it was a PP strap, polyprop, right? And then the machines which are running those polyprop strap. So we have come up with it took more than a couple of years to get that paper. You have to actually work on the grain size of the paper, right? Exactly. It need to have that elongation and all. So we have come up with the paper strap, and we have come up with the machine that runs on the paper strap as well as polyprop strap. So in India, few of the customers have started talking about it, who are primarily, so far, my experience is multinationals, and but current, if I look at the price, it is 4 to 5 times of the poly strap, but I think that's how it is going to evolve.
Great. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
As a side question, I'm sure it does, but I'm just asking. It meets all the functional requirements in terms of tensile strength and what have you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it will.
Absolutely.
Sure.
It will.
Thanks.
Any other questions? Yeah. Can I talk Varnab or anything is there? Yeah, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Piyush.
Thank you.
Sanjay.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, thank you. With this, we will conclude the session. Before conclude the session, we have a very present task. I would request my colleague Tania and Munmuna to kindly come up to the dais with a memento, and I would request Mr. Tuhin Mukherjee to kindly come up to the dais, sir, please, for presenting the memento. Mr. Tuhin Mukherjee is a mentor of our Minerals and Mining National Committee. He is present with us. Munmun, would you please come along with that another memento? I would request to kindly hand it over to Mr. Uttara Raja. To Mr. Sanjay Datta. And also to Mr. Piyush Mangal. Mr. Piyush Mangal, sir. And if we can have a joint photo together, Munmun and Tanya, please come up to the dais, please.